Welcome to my video called How I Beat Coronavirus in 4 Words. It's a nice sunny day out here. I got my tropical shirt on, my Jamaica hat. I'm ready to go. All right, I am going to tell you the 4 words that I use to beat coronavirus with a little brief description about each one. The first word is preparation. Now, it might sound funny, I wasn't really preparing to get a virus, but in a way I was. How I did that is I maintained a healthy lifestyle. Prior to getting the coronavirus, I worked out about 5 days a week, 4 or 5 days a week. I ate healthy. I meditated every night, took some supplements, basically lived a healthy life. I think that, tried to keep my asthma under control and kept an eye on my heart condition. I think doing that allowed the symptoms to not be as bad as they could have been. If I would have waited to try to get healthy until I got the virus, it would have been far worse. That's why I always tell people the time to learn to swim is when you're safe on shore and not in the middle of the ocean. In other words, right now, while we have all this time, you should be using that to prepare yourself for when other life challenges hit. Do some self-improvement, do some meditating, get yourself in shape, go for walks. You can't go to the gym right now, but there's a lot of fitness things that we can do at home. The second word, probably the most important word out of the 4, was purpose. While I was waiting for my test results to come back, which really only took 24 hours, I kind of pondered what I would do if the result was positive. By doing so, I asked myself 2 questions that I ask every time I face a challenge, and that is, how can I use this, and what is good about that? The answer to the first question was, well, I can use, if I indeed test positive, I could use that to bring some calm into the situation of fear that everybody is feeling about the coronavirus. I can bring and share my story with them. And the good thing about it was that I would be able to share from a personal standpoint. I'd be able to share from experience. I would have the symptoms. I would go through it so that maybe I could bring a little bit reassuring that it's not all doom and gloom. The third word was persistence, that I would continue to log on every day, continue to bring stories even when my breathing was very bad, I was very tired and didn't quite feel it. The reason I did that was because of the second word, purpose. I wanted to help people. I know there were people out there with questions, wondering what is the symptoms like today? What is the progression like? So that purpose helped me persist in doing what I should do. The preparation also helped me with my persistence because I know that doing all the healthy steps that I had taken prior to contracting the virus helped me to maintain and keep the symptoms a little lower than they should be. So I persisted in doing the healthy steps that I had done prior to that. The last word was perspective. Once I got the coronavirus, it really changed the way I saw the news stories and the people, the deaths that they report, the number of cases that they report, and the terrible things. I could look at it from afar saying, you know, I had this, I made it through. Not all the time are the symptoms bad. Unfortunately, somebody in our neighborhood did not make it through, and so there are cases like that, but you don't have to live in fear. It also changed my perspective on the other things that I do, my purpose-driven life, my preparation, the healthy lifestyle I was living. The perspective on that changed, and I knew how important it was. So those 4 words, preparation, purpose, persistence, and perspective, are what I use to beat the coronavirus. The great thing is you can use those 4 words to meet any challenge that you're facing. If you prepare yourself and get yourself to be the best version of yourself prior to getting a challenge, would be amazing, and to help you conquer it. The purpose, why you're doing it, why you're alive, find a purpose bigger than yourself, will help you make it through anything. Nietzsche said, if you have a right why, you can make it through anyhow. So that I find that to be very true. Persistence, do it day in, day out, even when you don't feel like it. Take the right steps. And of course, perspective. What we choose to focus on expands. Don't always focus on the negative. Keep your perspective positive. You do those 4 words, not only will you be able to meet any challenge, the light at the end of the tunnel will be you.